What's up everybody, it's your boy Sir Splash, and today before we get this video started on why Star Wars is much stronger than people think, I would just like to quickly mention I got my first book published recently, last couple days. The link will be in the description. I took a lot of time writing this book. I enjoyed writing it as well. If you could give it a peep and download, it's only $2.99. Give it a read and let me know what you think. Join my Discord, we could talk about the book or talk about my videos, but I would really appreciate it, as well as you could send it to others and tell them to buy it. But anyways, we're going to get into just why Star Wars is way stronger than people think. Oftentimes, whenever I bring up a character from Star Wars in a cross-verse debate, people think I'm crazy. No way a Jedi or Sith can hang with a planetary, star-level, solar system, or even galaxy and universal buster. Funny enough, I win those arguments most of the time. Even within the Star Wars community, most people don't know how to scale Star Wars to the levels they should be at. They chalk it up to exaggeration or hyperbole. Today, I am here to explain exactly why Star Wars is much stronger than everyone thinks. So, to do this, we're going to go through each category and explain how they look within the verse. Of course, I'm not just talking about strictly movies, I'm talking about the lore, EU, legends, and the novels. So, strength-wise, Jedi and Sith are all drastically above human. For example, Jedi Knight randoms are able to casually tear through, punch, and destroy metal combat droids with their bare hands. It takes hundreds of tons of force to rip apart steel, and a significant amount to dent it. In terms of striking power, common Jedi and Sith are at very least in the hundreds of tons of force range. Anakin, when he struck at Dooku, had his strikes compared to meteor strikes. Let's examine meteor strikes. Small strikes calc in at around city size with their overall damage, and country level as size increases. In this case, we could give Anakin physically city plus strength in his blows. With someone like Vader, who surpassed Anakin, his strength is even more. As we continue to rise on the list, characters like Lord Nyax had the strength to crack a world in two. Luke could break ribs with a single strike to Abeloth. This Abeloth took power blasts from son and daughter and walked through them. And, as stated by Father, just the passive power of the duo could rip the universe apart. So, physically, Luke strikes with around galaxy, multi-galaxy to universe levels of strength. Speed-wise, the category is pretty simple. According to the novels, even the fodder blaster would bare minimum be sub-relative to light in Star Wars, because the fodder guns are particle-based laser weapons. Decent blasters are confirmed light speed. This means that even younglings to Padawans can reach sub-rel and light speed attacks and reaction speed consistently. Now, some argues this is just precognition, but consider this. If two shots are incoming, you have to block one, then be fast enough to block the other. The argument against FTL combat speed in Star Wars is silly. Now, with the Force abilities amping physicals, the stronger the tier gets, the faster they get. We even see some characters can move in the realm of Mortis. Mortis exists outside of temporal existence, and while it has time, time has no meaning. By definition, this puts Jedi and Sith with significant power at a measurable speed, or worst case, infinite speed. Worst case, massively, this is terrible case, massively faster than light if you consider Mortis hyperbole. Also, most characters significant in power can react faster than they can process a threat, similar to Ultra Instinct in Dragon Ball. Yoda demonstrated this against Count Dooku, and Luke has done similar in several cases. Durability-wise, this is a weird category. So Jedi and Sith scale well above regular humans. Some mid to better tier Jedi and Sith can literally have mountains fall on them and move on, as Malgus did. They can get buried alive for days and live. They can get Swiss cheesed, as Luke did, who had literally dozens of holes in him, and immediately heal through the Force. Maul was dissected and literally willed himself to live. Vader was delimbed and burned alive and lived. Vader walked through lightning that could life-wipe planets. Jedi Masters like Sutra could withstand existence erasure on a dark side nexus. Revan withstood over 3 centuries of mental torture and survived, as well as he was having his soul split in half. Revan also willed himself out of death. As you can see, characters can not only take weird types of damage, but also normal injuries. Even Even some of the non-God tiers like Obi-Wan can be tortured and eaten alive by bugs from within for weeks and fight moments after being released. Intelligence-wise, Jedi and Sith rely on Force connection to boost intelligence. Some non-Force users are also genius though. Revan in the Old Republic, who is a Force user, out-strategized and humiliated Mandalore the Ultimate, the top tactical and skilled fighter in the galaxy. General Admiral Thrawn outmaneuvered an entire fleet with only 3 ships. Many Sith and Jedi can use ultimate psychological warfare to better their chances. Obi-Wan outmaneuvered almost all his foes through tactical mind games. Lightsaber styles were based around specific strategy. Sidious and Vitiate, some of the best Sith leaders, studied countless holocrons and texts to perfect Sith dark practices. The knowledge of characters is exceptional and is boosted by their Force abilities. Skill-wise, we do have some heavy hitters. Revan bodied a galactic-renowned fighter easily. Luke mastered every martial art on top of his lightsaber skill. Mace Windu invented Vapad. This skill set is so sophisticated that you must master each form prior to learning this one. If you don't, you will likely die trying to even use Vapad's movements. Obi-Wan was so skilled that he could enter the flow state, his body naturally deflecting attacks due to muscle memory and trust in the Force. He was also able to deflect thousands of bolts at once. Oftentimes, the better fighters could work in Force use, blasters, or other blades and martial arts into their styles simultaneously. Hacks, abilities, and gear. This situation is insane. Let me go over the hacks available to the Force users. Now, if you want an in-depth on how these moves work, I can make other videos specifically for the hacks. I'm not going to list everything because it's so much, but I'm going to list as much as I can. We have Force healing, where you can literally heal yourself through the Force. We have simple Force sense, which allows you to have precognition and boost awareness. This can go as far as seeing several minutes, months, or entire timelines into the future. There's Force telekinetic pushes and pulls, and decent tier characters can level mountains with ease. There are Force chokes. Force barrier, which blocks attacks. Force lightning can stun, kill, and turn Force users to ash. Lightning can even light up surfaces of planets. Decent Force users can manipulate gravity, black holes, and freeze other people. Force wave can devastate environments. Luke and other God tiers have passive teleportation. Others can flow walk, aka time travel. Revan had fate manipulation, or was a causality, as in fate in the future didn't apply to him. Force sphere could passively break opponents. Battle meditation could shift entire battles on a planetary scale. Force storm tore space and reality and time. Characters could life drain planets. Characters can also see all the futures, like Vitiate did. The lightsaber reflects your own power in the Force. Being just a plasma sword is actually a myth. This was confirmed in Riptide with Jaden Core when he explained the lightsaber will only work for a powerful Force user who manipulates the stone and makes it Force sensitive, causing the blade to exist. So with that fact being known, your attack potency with a lightsaber literally scales to your connection and power in the Force. When you look at characters, they can also automatically understand and manipulate tech. Mind hacks can exceed mind hacks immunity, as in the Rakata who had biological immunity. The whole race was bypassed by Revan's mind hacks. Characters can life drain, energy drain, soul drain, or all at once. Luke can attack across all levels of existence. This is called Beyond Shadows. Memories can be manipulated, planted, or destroyed. Illusions can be cast both externally and internally. We have seen empathy be used on planetary scales. Projections be made across universes. Characters can make themselves invisible and hide their powers. Characters can sever others from the concept of the Force. The list goes on, but you get the point. Anyways, let me know what you think. If you agree that Star Wars is, a lot stronger than people think, comment down below, join my Discord. Please buy my book and share it, like I said. And the lowest you could really put final form, I call it final form Luke, is universal, scaling off of Abeloth defeating son and daughter. But anyways, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, comment. It's been your boy Sir Splash, and I will see y'all later. Peace.